what is your plan to reestablish growth once we move out of this distancing? That kind of is. Mhm.
Yeah, how do we plan? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think right now more in stabilization mode than growth mode. I think it's going to be really looking at what channels are effective for us, and as we start to see things start to pick up a little bit and things get a little bit more back to normal, I think it'll become pretty clear to us, what areas are working and what areas maybe aren't, and really just doubling down on those. So we have already some things that are working pretty well, and I think we just have to continue to focus on those and grow them, even more than we have in the past. Um, so I'm trying to get a little more specific with my answer. So
Yeah, no, and you know what? I think that comes to a good point, because even in my observation of the questions and you're answering right now, really it all is in real time.
yeah,
Especially navigating through this so much unknown, it's all in real time. You can't really even know that question, because to reestablish it, there's so many statistics that are unavailable right now and are happening in real time, that it sounds like it'll just unfold. And in with dealing with the team that you have, you'll be able to then decide
yeah, I think there's
on
definitely
current
there's
status.
an element of that for sure. Of like, in the next 2 months, we'll know a lot more, and probably also have to adjust our strategy again, even from what we have right now. But I do think that some of the initiatives that we're doing, which is kind of doubling down on being more of the strategic advisors to our clients, and like we're really becoming more revenue focused. A lot of what we've done is too removed from the revenue, where we might do this project, but it's not like as focused on, okay, here's the dollars going into this project and here's their revenue and here's how it's going to grow the revenue. So I think we're trying to get more focused on that, like, than we ever have before. And how can we help them, iterate on these projects in a lower cost way, or more efficient way that drives more either new revenue or cuts costs. So
Mhm.
maybe it helps them automate some processes so they can, simplify or move people to other things, so they don't have to like manually input orders or whatever it is.
So efficiency, productivity, and all about revenue.
Yeah. So yeah, we're really trying to double it down on like, how are we executing on projects that help customers with efficiency, productivity, and growing revenue? Because marketing is really just an avenue to revenue. One of the things that's made our marketing division so successful is it's super revenue focused. Like, we actually do our return on investment based campaigns.
Mm.
So those campaigns are designed to basically say like, okay, you put this much dollars in, we got you this much dollars. This many dollars, as we get you more, you pay us a little bit more. So we're like strategically aligned with the customer, and that's going really well. What we're trying to get better at, that works really well, mainly in the consumer industries. It's a little bit harder to do that in the B2B world. That's something that we're working on, to try and become more revenue focused in the B2B industries, which is going to force us to really probably work more with the owners of these companies and really get them to make some hard decisions on how they really want to operate their company in the future.
Yeah, that also sounds like a new opening for you, for new opportunities coming out of this, a new focus.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Becoming more, almost kind of like their outsourced chief revenue officers, maybe a good way to think about it. I know Jared, our CRO, would like that. So,
And what does that mean? Outsource what?
Jared's title is their chief revenue officer. So he's focused on how to grow revenue for Trellis. So basically becoming their like outsourced revenue strategic advisor. Like, how do we help them essentially grow revenue, with profitable revenue? So with a conscientious mind about, their expenses and how it's profitable.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep just hearing how that your commitment is this check and balance, and how beneficial that's going to be with these new opportunities that are coming from this crisis. New
Yeah.
focuses on the B2B, new ways of shipping, new ways of getting people on platforms faster and efficiently.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're really thinking about all the ways that we can basically just deliver more value faster. and, you know, maybe turn a 9-month project into 6 months, or a 6-month project into 4 months, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Those last, yeah.
What's that? The last part?
No, I was just gonna say, like, you know, that 6-month project, turn it into 4 months, and then the 2 months after could be improving things that maybe would have gotten the same thing as they wanted in 6 months, but they're getting the value in 4 months, and then getting some of those improvements over the next 2 months, instead of waiting, you know, for 6 months.
Yeah. So again, being more productive with the new focus on the mainly revenue and skimming down as much as you
Yeah.
possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clear.
Yeah.